Hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's Left of Us, the D&D live play where we play D&D live. You know what? Hi, guys. That was, I think I'm just gonna cut out the part where it goes just to my face because the pressure is too much, and sometimes I don't word good. Word don't good sometimes. Don't word me good. Welcome to the game where we all play D&D together. We play it once a month, and this is our day. We play on the last Friday every month. Like a whole bunch of other D&D games, there might be a bunch of content that we have all agreed is cool, but some of you may not have, so please be kind to yourselves, and if something comes up that you're a little bit too poked by, maybe give yourselves some moments and then come back to it a little later on when maybe that moment is past. We make sure we put out our content on this YouTube page that we're streaming on right here, and if you're on Twitch, it's on the YouTube page in the description, but also you'll be able to find the VOD in our archives on Twitch as well. And I tend to rip the audio and put it onto our Anchor site, which you can find wherever you find your podcasts. Just look for What's Left of Us and you will find it. Except for Apple, they still won't let us on. I don't know. I may have made fun of Steve Jobs a little bit too much. I know. Aside from that, I believe, let's see here. Pronouns in my bio. Our lovely mod Sam is hanging out in both chats. If you have any questions that are not directly related to the cast specifically, then by all means, Sam could probably answer them for you. If you are mean, Sam will bonk you with the banhammer. And aside from that, hold your questions if you can until after the stream, because after we're done the main game, we spend about half an hour on the couch talking to you folks about what just happened and other things that happened in the setting. So save your questions for then and give it to us then. I think that's it. I think I did it. Yeah, I think I did.
Very nice.
Does anybody else have anything to announce before I move on? If I forgot,
you don't want to give us that power, given what we were talking about before the stream. We're gonna start talking about Teletubbies lore again. The
deep lore for Teletubbies. It was. Yeah. We'll have a deleted behind the scenes montage for you all at the end of the year. We're coming up. That's a lie. We're coming up at the end of the year though. That's not a lie. This is our 11th episode.
Woo! Wow. And thank you for specifying that wasn't a lie, because I don't own a calendar, and I really rely on you to tell me when years are ending.
Right. Oh, man, that is a bad idea. But aside from that being a bad idea that I tell time, because I tell time in weird ways, like when this podcast happens. So, is this a podcast? Not really.
Kind of.
If you're listening to it in the podcast feed, it's podcast.
Oh, that's true. Hey, folks listening in the podcast version.
Oh, as I was saying on Twitter, only the coolest kids watch us live. So hello, live audience. I'm acknowledging you. You guys are the coolest.
You get to.
And please edit that in the podcast version.
Yeah, that's not
so that we're saying only the coolest kids listen to the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a big. Only the coolest kids watch the podcast version. Absolutely.
Like it suddenly switches to Jay's voice. Well, only coolest kids listen to.
We'll get somebody who absolutely is not on the podcast to say that. We'll get Sam or somebody. Okay. Quick catch up for those of you who need it, because obviously it has been a month and I know I needed it. So last episode, we began with the last half of the lava zombies fight in that mountain pass that you found that had been flowed through and dried over. And the party was sorely pressed. I believe our little tiny squishy warlock was almost destroyed. Very close to it anyway. And when pressed hard enough, our blender, Emery, lost control and discovered something she didn't realize she had. After whirling about a bit and killing all of the remaining zombies with a little bit of help, and I think attacking Rathgurther at least once.
Rathgurther and also Tim.
Also Tim. Yeah, although I think you missed
Tim. And Tim was the unusual part.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Rathgurther everyone kind of expected.
But
yeah.
Yeah, Rathgother had it coming, but not necessarily in that way.
I don't know if I would agree with that. I think, it's more so that I think the audience would agree that it's more so your hostility than Rathgother really deserving it. I think she's kind of a perfect angel who did nothing wrong.
I think there's blame on both sides.
Listen, I'm willing to take the fall for this one because I did become Death Blender. And I'm sure we're going to unpack that a little bit more today, but whatever.
A little bit. So retreating back down the mountainside, their job there having been done, the party decided to stop by the Doge's villa, which they had been asked to search through and see if they couldn't find some, save some historical artifacts, which they did find a couple of good writings and drawings and a little bit of a beaten up and worn play copy. Play poster, pardon me, for a formerly upcoming play that has long since passed. And that was about, I think, it. We all went back to the study where Emery was contemplating taking more than just a short rest. And that is where we will start. Let me pop on over to the map screen. Hello. Oh, yes. Of course. Sorry,
so I guess one thing that I did want to correct right at the beginning, last time during combat, I said I was using, I meant to say action surge. What I actually said was second wind. Second wind is the fighter thing where I can regain some health. Action surge is what I actually used. But I was looking through my character sheet after last session. Second wind can be used once per short rest. Can I say that I get that before taking the short rest so then it refreshes, or can I not redact that?
No, you can redact that. You forgot.
Yay, because that means that I get some HP back, which I desperately need.
The other bit of bookkeeping before we actually begin is that Maldris, you were well, I shouldn't say Maldris this time. I'm actually referring to Jinx. My buddy Jinx, you were a little bit waylaid last time, and I had to take over your character. Now, if there were some things that I did back then that weren't exactly up to what you wanted me to do, or I may have missed something, now's the time to speak up about it. I can totally let you retcon that.
The only thing I wanted to do was search the houses for anything cool.
Okay.
Like any weapons or anything.
Yeah, gotcha. When I did your rolls for searching, it was specifically to find the things that the party were looking for. But obviously, if you had some ulterior motives, by all means, why don't you give me an investigation check? Actually, give me 2 because you searched 2 houses, and we'll see what we can find.
Investigation. Okay. Oh no. The first one is a 9.
A 9, okay. You didn't find anything in the main building.
Oh, the other one is a 20.
A 20?
Not a natural one.
That's dirty 20. That's fine. A dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Is that what you call it?
That's what I call it. Call it dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah. It's a dirty 20.
You were able to find a light crossbow hidden in the second house, the more private area.
Magical.
It is not magical, unfortunately.
No.
At least it
doesn't appear to be. I found it.
Right. All right. So yeah, you're at an area where what little fire is in the area looks like it's probably dwindling out. The lava flow doesn't appear to be coming your way right now, but you could also, you're in a tall building, you could actually check. The Doge's villa is pretty tall, actually, considering. I mean, this place might be relatively safe to rest more completely in if that's what something you folks are after. Be an 8-hour rest.
What time of day is it?
You are getting on to, let me think here. You were probably getting on to evening, something more like 3 o'clock in the afternoon-ish.
Because Emery's intent was to just short rest, get what we could get out of this play, and then probably get out, because lava, and also the place is a little bit en fuego. So probably not settling down for a long rest, but I did get 11 hit points back.
There you go. You can, of course, go all the way back to the village if you wanted to. I think your original plan was to sweep back down to the pastures and do the pastures job, and maybe take a poke at the forest as well, which may or may
We
not
could
be
do
haunted.
that. We're real fucked up. I think
Are real
maybe
fucked up.
swing back to the village, get a long rest there, and then go do like just pass on what we found, and then go back and do the other stuff if everything has not burned down by tomorrow.
Yeah, that works for me.
Did we get the books? We got the books, right?
Yes.
Tim got the
Yeah.
books.
Lots of stuff can
Is
fit
there
in
any
the,
way that we can?
tube.
Oh yeah, she put in what, salami or bread or something?
There was definitely a
A
salami
pillow.
in there.
Salami.
Yeah. Oh, and a pillow. Yeah, that was.
Yep.
But only because the pillow had writing on it.
Yes.
Magic has it. That makes sense,
One of
right?
those Nick Cage
Salami's
pillows.
not magic; it just fit in there.
It was one of those live, laugh, love ones, but yeah, it had Nick Cage's face on it.
Live, laugh, lava.
Yeah,
No.
that's a very
Hey.
local joke.
HPMP Magic Surge. Yeah. Beautiful.
I was wondering if there was any way we could determine the rate at which the lava is flowing, like if we could maybe do some mathematics and
Ooh,
You want to
Yeah.
do math
You know.
in D&D?
yes.
Yes,
shocking, I
says
know.
The inventor, absolutely. Gets out her
Yeah.
calipers and a slide rule. Yeah.
if Vernon does bring that up, Tim will immediately be like, oh, yes, I have to get the high ground, and once I have the high ground, then I can do some calculations, and yeah, it'll be perfect.
yeah.
Cannot win,
Let's see, x
Volcano, I
equals
have the
negative
high
b
ground.
plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, and that's how you get the slope.
I
Well,
wanted
that's
to
a-
get that as a tattoo once, but I did
Nice.
not. Alas.
Nerd.
That would be
Yeah, I know.
So deliciously nerdy.
I don't
Um,
think I've ever heard it said without singing it like a song.
Like
because
Pop Goes
that's
the
how-
Weasel.
Yeah. That's how
Yeah.
they taught it to us in 8th grade.
Yep, that's how I remember it now.
Yeah, so whoever
Just
wants
the,
to can
the longer
rush up
this
to
is
the roof.
talked about, the more visibly miserable Wrathgirther becomes.
Emery starts having
She-
a nightmare about math.
She never learned how to read, but she definitely really hates math. Like, that's not an act at all. She
No.
Wrathgirther sees
despises
numbers
math.
and goes into a
I
rage.
mean, she's a theater student, you know?
Yep.
Goes into an actual rage. Yeah. So yes, so anyone who would like to can go up to the roof. It's very easy to access. You just run all the way up there, and if you look to the west, northeast, southwest, yes, west, which is where the mountain peak is to you right now. If you look up the hill, just give me a perception check, see what you can see.
Okay. Ooh, not bad. 16.
16? Okay.
First
So
roll.
looking
I got an 11.
nice. Looking up to the west, what you're seeing is the top of the mountain is just bubbling ominously. Not like full on exploding all the time. It's just every once in a while it releases a little like goosh of lava.
Awful word.
Same, to be
That's
honest.
an accurate that's an accurate phrase.
Accurate doesn't mean
It's also a
pleasant.
volcanologist phrase. Volcanologists in chat, back me up. Goosh. Volcanoes goosh. Nobody
It was
checked me up
also
on
a
that.
British comedy show. So
The Mighty
the Mighty
Goosh.
Goosh.
Yeah.
The mighty goosh. Yeah. And you can see like the south spur that you were just on to look for that has been washed with lava, and now it's like a little bit too high for new lava to form. So it's going to stay open for the foreseeable future, you think. You can see way over the northward spur, it's falling into the water, and you can tell that because you're seeing like the hiss of water from far up. But in the center of those two spurs, right in the middle of that little valley, you're noticing where farmland used to be, because there's fire all up over there. But there's also a glint from way over where you think you see a bunch of, it's hard because it's a bunch of ash, but you think with the roll you got, you think you can just make out like a village up there, and there's like a glint from something, some sort of light source. Judging by the flow, so there's this big ridge that comes pretty close to where the Doge's villa is right now, And that's typically, if you remember what the Doge told you, that's typically what stops the lava from flowing all the way down to Vasso village proper. It tends to divert it to either the north or the south. However, because the southward ridge has already dried up and made itself like a little dam, there is sort of a roiling, slowly filling up little tiny lake of lava right at the lip of this ridge. And it looks like it's going to pop over that edge with another maybe day or two of good lava flow. And that isn't going to be catastrophic to Vasso village immediately, but it will be catastrophic to this villa immediately.
Yeah.
So a day or two until it starts coming down the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And then how
Maybe.
long? Yeah, like a day or two max. And then after that, it'll just be what, like a matter of hours for it to travel?
It depends
rest of
on
the way
how
to
much
the-
mass is behind the flow.
Yeah.
And it also depends on
Okay.
if the volcano stays more or less at this rate. If it picks up its rate, all bets are off.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I convey that to the party. After, of course, beginning with an explanation of all of the different equations and things that I use and calculating, rate of change and all of this, like, very, like, calculus stuff. Because literally, this is literally calculus. Yeah.
Rathgirthler raises her hand.
Yeah.
What did that mean?
Oh, so basically we have, like, a day or two, and then it's all... And not like in a fun, like, party way, like, woo! Like in a, it's all gonna be covered in lava kind of way.
And that's bad.
Yeah, because they don't want their stuff to be on fire.
Ah, yes. Lava's fiery.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we kill the volcano?
Take your bare hand and start punching it.
Well, that's a good question, and I don't know that anybody has found out the answer yet. And if anybody could, it's probably you.
I kind of liked her suggestion.
Punching it, yeah.
That was not in character, but
It should have been.
Really?
Emery's still asleep.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
She says it in her sleep.
Punch a volcano.
Punch it in the face.
Pounce, pounce. Where's the volcano's face? We gotta find that. That's our next quest. Then we gotta pounce it.
So yeah, you've got an active plan, and you have at least 3 requests from town that are further down the slope. So you have time to do those if you want to.
So when you say glint, that I saw a glint kind of coming out of the, like, smoke and ash.
Mm-hmm.
Like a metallic kind of glint, or like a different kind of light source?
You think it
Like
was
a-
a light source as opposed to a...
Okay.
Given that the sun isn't particularly high right now.
Okay.
And also the ash clouds.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was more like, do I think that it's somebody, like, reflecting light toward...
You were told when you were down in Vasso that some of the farmers didn't want to leave the farming village of Tema, which was further up the slope. And considering that they often stay up there when this volcano does erupt a little bit, they either have some sort of protection or the volcano rarely sends lava their way. So who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
So this
know.
volcano regularly erupts?
It erupts in the way that, like, I don't know if you know much about the volcanoes in Hawaii, but, like, their big island volcano will occasionally just send out, like, a little spurt of lava, and it'll like go down one of the ridges that no one lives on or something like that, because they know pretty well where flow is going to go at this point. And that's basically what this volcano does. Every once in a while, it'll regularly send, like, a little tiny river of lava, and lava doesn't move that fast. People are really easy to get out of the way, and they've more or less settled in the places where it doesn't traditionally send a lot of lava. So it's also why they farm on the slope, because that earth gets pretty regular inundations of material.
Tasty, tasty lava.
Well, I have also shared with the party the glint that I saw, so if anyone has any ideas on that. I think Tim Tam's plan is to tell the Doja cat man that, you know, there is this thing and it's potentially somebody trying to signal, but she doesn't know.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a plan.
Doja cat
Can we
man.
send a message to them? Yeah.
I mean, I think our plan is to just head out whenever Emery wakes up.
I'll probably like hear the sound of people talking and just be like awake but not really contributing. Just kind of like stay exactly in the same pose, but just kind of like eyes are open. It's like, yep, I'm awake. I don't want to be, but here I am.
I can carry her as well.
Do not. Absolutely not. Fuck
It's
no.
no trouble.
No. I'm
Just dragging her
getting up.
behind in a sleeping bag.
Like Emery will put up with a lot. Being carried is not one of those things, and she's like, "No, fuck it, I'm up. I'm
All
up.
right then, who am I carrying?
I'm up."
Vernon.
I refuse to believe.
Yes, I would love a piggyback ride. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Vernon is absurdly light.
Big of a man.
Brett Guthrie just
Why,
doing
it takes so much
backflips.
Yeah. Like I feel like for instance Tim Tam would probably like do like the toddler thing where you don't expect the toddler to weigh as much as she does, but she does. And then Vernon is like the dude who you're like, wow, that guy's really tall and stuff. I bet you he weighs at least 180, and nope, weighs like 60 pounds soaking wet. Dude has nothing on him.
The word lanky gets thrown around a lot, but
Just
That's
a
right.
figure of a person.
I think there is something I do have to check while you're piggybacking, Vernon. Just for no reason. Don't ignore me. Ignore me.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well, then
that'll
I
be easy
want
do
to
because you
cast
didn't
the
draw
wish
attention to
spell
yourself.
and get all of the money in the world.
Wish
Wait a minute, that's
granted,
my-
all of the
that's my
money. It fills the villa and then it gets destroyed by lava.
No
That's
taxes
how-
for anyone.
So
That's how we destroy capitalism. Is we just
What
put all
class
the
is it
money
that gets
into a
wish at level
volcano.
3?
Bard.
Oh, you know, all of them.
Tim Tamothy. That's the class.
Tim Tamothy.
It was just a homebrew thing that I came up with.
Mhm.
I made sure it was balanced. I played.
She already created life.
I am a fan of making overpowered homebrews. This is not loading well. Okay. Never mind.
So,
We're all good.
oh, sorry. Go on.
So you guys basically just hoof it down the mountain. It is definitely dark by the time you make it back to Vasso. Let's see here. Let me switch it up. Where is Vasso?
DM, was that enough for me to get a short rest
When
or not?
you were sitting down.
Yeah, when I was chilling. Would that have been long enough? I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think so. But we got
Cool if
we
not,
had that
'cause
short
if
rest
we're
before,
leaving.
right? Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, like combined with what happened last time, like basically
then,
when we
yeah.
got to the villa until now.
Yeah, absolutely. You had a short rest in that time.
Also,
Okay, cool.
and also like in like argument, like in favor of like the short rest, Tim did have to explain mathematics to Rathgurther.
That's true.
So
Just get the exposure going up here. There we are.
I
So
would.
it's
Sorry, it's
Sorry.
more so
Go
that
ahead.
Tim
No,
would
go ahead.
attempt to explain mathematics to Rathgurther. But
My
she would
mistake.
make no effort to listen or understand or ask questions. It's just
Aw.
that's fair.
Is it fair?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
It feels like a very one-sided relationship here.
I mean,
She's putting in all
She
the
will.
effort. You
She
gotta
will
meet
die
her
for
halfway.
you. She will not listen to a mathematics lecture for you.
Okay, that is fair.
I rolled a 10 on my hit die. I'm back up to max health.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Well, all right, everybody. You are back in town, and you notice that the hustle and bustle is mostly slowing down right now. It definitely seems like people do most of their work in Vasso like in the morning and in the evening, but you're already past that point, so they're starting to like worn down and like maybe try to get some dinners. You can see like the Doge set up like a village feast sort of thing with what they have, and in like sort of an effort to like get everyone to be like, it's okay, everybody, like come and have some food. Just doing what he can basically. But you can tell as you walk up that Sergeant Fint, the local guard captain, is he seems to be in a bit of a mood.
Oh no.
Who do you walk up to? Absolutely the feast. Yeah.
Yeah, you just see a
That's
Wrathgirther
relatively
shaped
simple.
cloud in the air.
Lots of
I am forced to go along because I'm still in the piggyback position. So
Yeah.
never drop Vernon. Vernon's like, oh, okay.
I'm imagining Wrathgirther like floating along, like following the scent trail like an
Yeah.
old cartoon.
If anyone left a pie on a windowsill, that's
Yeah.
done for now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time Wrathgirther will cast levitate on her own volition. And away she goes.
Like, special Wrathgirther only skill. Listen, Tim can cast Wish at level 3.
Uh-huh.
Wrathgirther can cast Levitate when she smells a pie in a window.
And she's also got advantage on any dexterity checks that involve stealing a picnic basket.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That would make Wrathgirther a
well,
bear for those keeping track.
Well, she's smarter than the average bear.
Well, yeah.
Can't read or do math. Which I guess
No
bears
bear
can't do
can.
either.
This is an unfair standard to put on bears.
Has anyone ever trained a bear to count? Is my question.
Asking the real questions on episode 11 of What's Left of Us.
And bears count? We taught this time on What's Left of Us. We find a bear in the woods and teach it mathematics.
Average scientists tell me no, but I think they're just establishment losers. Let's teach this
Wake up,
bear how to do
America.
math.
We're gonna replace our politicians with bears that can do math. The truth is out there.
Okay. It's all right. We're on track, but only barely.
Yay.
hold on,
Fun
wait,
was
wait.
absolutely
Cancel.
grisly.
D&D game
no,
canceled.
no.
We're all
So you
canceled.
can't tell me no, you're the pun queen.
Yeah, but only good ones.
Oh.
Oh. Well, I mean, there is no such thing.
Ow.
So.
Well, listen. No, it was good. I roll my eyes because I love it.
My heart.
The sign of affection, rolling one's eyes sarcastically.
Oh yeah, volcano.
Stab you because I love you.
Volcano.
Oh, yeah.
It's a volcano. I almost
Throw
forgot.
the bears in a volcano.
Well, I guess Tim is gonna run straight for Doja Cat
Right.
and just run out, just pull out the scroll case and just sprint over and just kind of like shove it in his face. Here you go. I found it.
Oh, you did it. You went to my villa. Is it okay? Is it in one piece?
How much do you care about the pumpkins in the yard?
My prize, the pumpkins?
Oh,
They were
yeah, they're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
they were for the seasonal pumpkin and lasagna.
That sounds gross. Sounds gross AF.
Pumpkin, the
No,
spice, everything.
everything is okay. It's all fine. Here's your books. I got like all of them.
Perfecto.
This scroll case. This is like the coolest thing that I've ever used in my entire life.
Yes. Into
Did you know that you can fit snacks in there?
snacks? In
Yes. You can fit a salami in there.
Like he fishes it out, and like just the salami just like falls out into his hand, and he looks at some of the papers, and they've got this big salami stain on them now. This is like, why? What else is in here? The pillow pops out.
Yes.
Nick Cage gives him a jump scare.
Well, thank you for saving my my favorite pillow. As I did not expect you to actually be able to do this, so you know what? Why don't you keep it the case? I can get another one. That's fine.
Oh my gosh! I can keep salami with me wherever I go.
Among other things, I warn you, it's not salami will not keep while it's in there. It's just a tube.
Okay, but like pillows and stuff will be fine.
Most of things, yeah.
Okay.
Things that can roll.
Okay.
Honestly, I tried to fit a table in there once, and
Did it work?
there was a lot of crunching.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but like schematics and stuff, like I could put all my like plans and like formulas and
Oh,
stuff in there.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh wow. This is the coolest thing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry that your
saved
house is on fire.
a bunch. Sorry, it's on the fire. I thought you said everything was fine.
Well, I mean, it's fire takes a while for things to be not fine. Right now it's fine.
You know what? It is more important that you saved that history. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I run back to wherever the people are, like our people.
Everyone is more or less, I believe, in the middle of the town. Here, one second. Let me drag everybody over.
Yeah.
Bleh. Bleh.
What?
Bleh. Sparks. So yeah, everyone is more or less in town enjoying food. None more so than Rathgurther, the mighty Rathgurther.
No one enjoys food like Rathgurther.
Actually, no one at all.
Much like Gaston.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put lights in here.
Oh, one.
That's what I think is a good touchstone. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds a great touchdown.
He ate what? 12, like 4 dozen eggs, was it? Rathgurther eats at least 6 times as much during
I
the
didn't
day.
No, I
specifically
think he
mean in
ate-
terms of appetite. I meant in terms of disposition. He's a blowhard, like Rathgurther.
Fair.
Yeah, but Rathgurther isn't like a huge asshole.
No.
Oh, and you know what? Gaston can't read either. So there you
True,
go.
That's
Wow.
true.
Well, Rathgurther can read. He just pretends.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
So your quest giver, if I am to break the fourth wall a little tiny bit, for the mission to find the passage to Tema, was Bisha, the orc lady who was keeping track of all of their farming supplies and such like that.
Yeah,
and
she's
she-
like
Write
the
her name
farm
down?
leader person.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. She's the one who also asked you to look after the herds, real quick. No, she was the one who told you about the haunted forest. Fint asked you about the bandits and the herds.
We
Yeah,
did
that's- I
one
forgot
thing.
about that.
You did
The
two
thing that
things.
we did 2 things.
Yeah.
One of the things being one of the things that we said we probably weren't going to do, and then we did it anyway. But
Because Tim is just so cute. Cannot resist.
yeah, so I guess I'm going to find the person who sent us up to the lava tunnel. If I can remember who that was. That was from my point of view, I just saw myself just go woo across the screen from left to right.
There
There
we
she
are.
goes.
Yeah, Bisha Thresher, this really tall
Bisha.
orc lady.
Yeah.
Not unlike Rathgurther, although Rathgurther has definitely got a more pronounced build, right? Like Bisha's got that sort of like I've been a farmer for my whole life sort of thing. Like Rathgurther kind of looks like I specifically worked out to make my shoulders look big, if I recall.
Neglected her core.
Yeah.
Focused on her glamour
Absolutely
muscles.
skipped leg day.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. And I think that is reflected in the miniature I made.
Actually, yes.
Haven't
Yes, I
looked very
think so.
closely. I'll have
The
to
miniature is
examine it
great.
later.
Extremely buff lady with very tiny legs. It's good stuff. Okay, so yes, you walk up to Bisha, and Bisha, you see Bisha, like, she's eating, but she's also, like, writing something down while she's eating. She's, like, working still through the... Yeah.
Relatable. Me every night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we're back.
Ah, you're back. Yeah. Let me see. The forest, right?
Well, yes and no. We went to go check on a path to the
Right.
the village is what we were finding, right? Yeah, we
Yeah,
went up to
that's
find
right.
a path to the. We went up to find that path through the village. There's, I mean, the lava flow is there, but it's cooled enough that if you send someone over there real quick, they might be able to get through. But
that's good.
we had some trouble, and we weren't really able to do most of the rest.
What kind of trouble? There was just lava there, right?
Well, yes and no.
It's a
You
lot
said
of
there
that
were
going around.
yeah, right. You said that there was like a little camp up there for folks, like a
Yeah, like a ranger station. We'll keep it clear.
yeah. They're gone.
Did you kill the ranger team? Those
No,
folks are good people.
We didn't kill them the first time.
The first time. Excuse
Yeah.
you, the first time?
They were like, I don't know how to explain it to you other than we got to the ranger station and all that was there was the burned up remains of their tent and a bunch of, let's call them lava zombies.
Lava zombies.
She like wherever the zombies hit her, just like rolls up and is like, look, we all got real fucked up by those things.
Right. Well, it does look like you fought some lava for some reason, and I imagine you're not so far from out of town that you don't know that lava doesn't burn.
It does burn.
Lava does burn. Sorry, double negative.
It doesn't not burn.
It does not burn.
It's
Listen.
like, yeah, no, we didn't just roll around in the lava for fun. We were fucking attacked.
That's very strange. I didn't think I wanted to add necromancers onto the list of things that was an issue here.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was something that happened a lot, but
No, definitely not.
anyway, well, because of that, we pretty much had most of the team is pretty messed up. We were able to swing by the Doge's villa on the way back just because it was convenient, but pretty much everything else we had to put on the back burner for now, just because.
Right.
I mean, we need to recover. I'm okay. But the rest of them not so much.
Right. Well, we can get your wounds patched up as best we can. Anyway, we can give you a place to rest, and then there's more stuff we gotta do. Most of the grain is now shipped out a little bit further to the east, which is good. That means it's mostly out of the blast radius. If this thing is gonna blow.
Speaking of that, Tiny Tim over there was saying something about they were up there looking at the volcano, and you'll need to talk to her about it. I didn't catch most of what she said, but
Oh, I'm not the one to talk about volcano metrics. Fint might know somebody.
all right, I'll send her over to whoever. But yeah, we might have less time than we thought, is what I gathered from what she was saying.
Oh, good. I thought so.
Yeah.
Listen, why don't you go get some food?
If there's any way.
I'm not hungry, but thanks.
She gives you a look like you should really eat. But she doesn't press the issue.
I'm gonna go waddle back to the group.
Right.
Be like, where's that captainy guy? We need to find someone to tell about the volcano.
He's right in the middle. The Doge is dealing with other people right now, and Fint is just sitting there with like a sour look on his face, trying to eat.
And say, Tim, go tell them what you told all of us about the volcano.
I will do so.
Emery's done being social for the day. She's gonna go find a corner to brood in.
Did that guy just do like an exclamation point animation?
Yeah. You can also
He's
wiggle
got a quest.
Like it.
and twirl.
Wow,
Intense if he wants to.
that's the coolest thing. I didn't know. Oh, I
I
like
could
that
do
a
that
lot.
too.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh. Was he like
Torches and
doing
stuff.
like burpees or something? Why was he
Yeah,
just
he's just doing burpees up in the corner.
gotta stay fit?
He's
Um,
frustrated working out. That's yeah.
Not good for your blood pressure, man. You gotta make sure to breathe.
I think working
I
out
was-
is very good for your blood pressure.
Mhm.
Not while angry. Anyway, I was told to come talk to you about like volcano stuff because I can show you the calculations that I did about like how fast it's coming and all that kind of stuff.
And how accurate is this?
Well, I mean, it's based on some. I had to make some estimations, and assuming that like gravity works the same here, and I don't know the exact like a curvature of the slope, but here, and I show him my little piece of paper that I was doing my quick maths on.
Right. So, what does this mean?
Well, so, and I explain it.
Oh no! It is a relatively similar reaction as when you tried to explain it to Rathgurther, but I said about probably when you get to basically the gist of your argument. He goes, "Okay, all right, look, that's lovely." So there's
Is
a bit of a well, I'm being sarcastic.
Ah.
Remember when I asked you folks to maybe, if you could, take a look at the bandits attacking people on the roadways to and from? Well, the problem is that they're not coming from the south or the north anymore, they're coming from the east. Because the south and
Right.
north have been cut off. So we can't get to Waterdeep, and we can't get to Neverwinter. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of them out there, and I don't know where they came from. They essentially have us under a siege, which means we can't really go that way unless we pay their tolls. We don't have much money. So if you're telling me that volcano might erupt soon, I don't know if we have a whole lot of choice. We could hold up here longer if we knew exactly how long it would be till this volcano starts erupting again, or if it will erupt again, or if it will do big things again. But our only druid is up in Tema right now.
Okay.
Finally, a problem we can punch.
Yes.
You could see about making the bandits go away. I don't know if your group could actually take on that many bandits or not. You could maybe just try and break through one of their barricades so we can get our food out in time? I don't know. It's hard. You could
Why
also...
don't you just wait for the volcano to set them all on fire?
Because it'll set us on fire first.
Well, yeah.
I just wish we knew what was going on. If I could send some people up to Tema, we'd have a lot more eyes on the situation.
Gang, I feel like we should be going to Tema. I'm just getting a vibe that maybe that's the direction we should go.
Yeah, I was just
Well, I
thinking
think
that
we
if
should
we
go get the
went there,
towels.
this guy could have more eyes on the situation.
Yeah. Their only druid is up there.
This is what we
Are you
call
sure you don't want to punch things?
in the business.
We can
call
punch
this
the
a plot
druid.
hook.
What are we, fish?
We're trying to convince them that we're not monsters and we didn't just kill their people. We don't need
That's
to punch the druid.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you tell them about the zombies, or do you not tell them about the zombies?
I told
I
him
was-
already.
Oh yeah, Emery told Bish, what's her name? Yeah,
Bisha.
Bisha. I was just told to talk about the
Okay.
volcano metrics, which
Perfect.
I was told that he could understand the metrics. Metrics was the word that was used, so it's not my fault if he doesn't understand basic calculus.
Mhm. Right. Absolutely. So because of that, you don't have any really more requests other than that. You can talk amongst yourselves and then hit the sack for the evening if you would like. Up to you.
So yeah, I guess when Tim's done, just kind of come rejoin the group. It's like, so what are we doing? Nothing. Cool.
We're just gonna let this town get washed over by the lava, and
Yeah,
the world will be
apparently.
better for it.
Sounds like we either go beat the shit out of a bunch of bandits or we risk getting caught up in volcanoes again.
Well, I think we know my vote.
Do we?
And we did see Emery do that really cool blendy thing last time. So
Yeah, let's not bring that up for right now. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know what that was. I don't know how to do that. That might have been a one-time thing.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Still, we have 3 of the most powerful fighters in the world here with us. So
And 2 of them are me.
One is each fist.
Sorry, 4 of the most powerful fighters in the world. Yes.
We're only level 3 though. I don't think we're that powerful.
That just means the rest of the world is weak.
Ah.
Listen, I think we could do a lot of good going back up the mountain, but I think more pressing is probably going to be securing some kind of escape route if and when this thing does go kaboom. I think they said they already sent somebody up to the top of the mountain to deal with shit.
You know what we could do?
Up to Tema.
I could send Sparks up there
Could.
with like a note. That way they can like read it and then write a response, and then he will come back to us, and then we'll know what they said, and then we can send it back down here.
Again, have you implemented any way for him to find you again?
He knows where I am. We have a deep connection.
Of a trail of nuts and bolts is what you did last time. If I
And in
remember
our
correctly.
hearts. It's
Do you
called
have it?
love, Emery.
Never heard of it. Do you have any more of those nuts and bolts? Because it sounds like we're going to be leaving town again in the morning.
He'll know how to find me.
I'm not going to let you cry on my shoulder when your dog doesn't come back. He gets
He'll be
lost
fine.
again.
He'll be fine.
All right.
I mean, he's right
So
here
that's
with
the
you.
plan then?
Yeah. He knows. He's fine. He's a smart boy.
Will he melt in lava? Because that seems like it's a risk.
I mean, so would we.
True.
Like, I think rather than split the party, I think sending him as like a scout. I mean, it makes me weaker fighting the bandits, I guess, but
And sorry, you
it
wanted to
means that
send
we
him
can
up the
do-
mountain or towards the...
yeah, I was gonna send him up to to Tema
Up to Tema? Okay.
just to figure out what's up there. If it's gone, then he can come back. If they're up there, he can deliver a note to them. And then
I mean, it sounds like from what the guy you were talking to was saying, they needed the druid back because they needed somebody to be able to check out the situation from above.
Mhm.
But if we go kill the bandits, we go take care of that whole situation, they won't need that anymore because the path will be clear and then we can just get everybody out.
Yeah, but they don't even know if the druid and everybody are still up there. They could be all dead in ash right now.
Very true. It's why
Or
I'm
more
saying
zombies.
I think for us it's prudent to open the path so that people can get out so that we don't all become lava zombies.
So we're going to go fight the bandits to open the path.
Is what it sounds like. And you can
Perfect.
send Sparks to do whatever you're going to do with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, on that note, we are at the top of the hour. So as you all take your long rests and get yourselves all your spell slots and abilities back and all that stuff, we are going to take a small break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the game. We are... Yeah.
Time to play the game.
Which game?
Dawn brings with it a much darker Vasso. Pop over to that screen as the ash clouds continue to spew out of the mountaintop, and it is just, there is light, it's definitely coming through this thick cloud of black smoke.
Gross.
I hadn't noticed it before, but this place sucks.
Yeah, those places are supposed to be cool.
They're getting a bad Yelp review.
Yeah, 1
Terrible
star.
idea.
Too much Volcano.
It reminds me of this town I went to one time called Seattle.
Damn.
Oof. This is the warlock of jokes over here. Look at that. The patron of puns.
Yep. My tome is just a little joke book.
No.
Oh boy.
If Tim Tam dies, that's what I'm playing. That is my new character.
Pun warlock, the warlock.
Yes!
2 warlocks.
Yes!
Okay, that's
101 jokes for gnomes.
I
I'll have
fucking
to make you a new
love
patron
Warlock
that's just a
so
clown.
much. Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone is
Forget the
horrified of your patron,
crabs.
but for some reason you're not. Yeah.
I just
Oh,
want to offer
man.
you this balloon. What, just because I'm standing down in a sewer?
Here, you want to smell this flower that's on my chest? Oh! Eldritch Blast!
High concepts today.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a plan, but just to sum up, you've been asked to look at some haunted woods. You've been asked to look after some herds and bring them into town so they can be evacuated with the rest of the food. You have been asked if maybe you could break into the bandits area and like open a clearing for the refugees to escape, even limitedly. Or at least figure out how many bandits there are, because they're still not sure exactly how much. And you've been asked if maybe, and they've been slowly, passive-aggressively dangling that maybe if someone would be brave enough to volunteer going up the mountain to Temba to see if those people are still alive, that'd be cool. But plot hooks aside, you can now choose.
Yeah, so DM, one thing I would like to do is just like probably like really early in the morning. I would think like Emery doesn't sleep very well, probably after everything. So probably like early in the morning, she just kind of like gets up before everybody else, kind of goes outside, finds some sort of like area where no one's around to like watch her too much. And she's gonna just kind of like go through the motions of the fight the previous day, because she's real fucked up about the whole death blender thing, and so she's going to try and figure out what caused it. And so she's basically like pantomiming her way through the fight as many times as it takes to see if it activates again.
Okay. It does not, but do you want to give me an insight check?
Sure. I feel like that is what she would do, because she's
Sure.
like, I don't know what the fuck that was. Insight. Oh, I'm real bad at that.
You can add your proficiency
no-
this time, though, considering.
Oh, considering? Okay, well, what's my proficiency is +2. That's a 13.
To 13. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, like nothing feels overly different. It's just, you trying to figure it out, and I mean, the most you can figure that it definitely happened at a certain point. You took some damage.
Yeah. But she's just kind of like, at some point, just like pantomime her way through the fight. Nothing happens. She's going to go through it again. And I think if she comes to the realization that, oh, well, it didn't really happen until I got hurt, where would the zombie have hit me that caused that? Because it was like a crit.
It was a crit, so it probably smacked you like right upside the head with a big meaty lava claw.
Because, yeah, my thought was that she would like take the blunt end of her, like the butt of the sword, and just try and like whack herself with it.
You gonna
But,
do some damage to yourself here?
I mean, given it was a headshot, like if it had hit her in the back, she would probably try it, but she doesn't really want to give her a concussion this early in the morning.
Okay.
She thinks about it for a second, though. She maybe
Yeah.
like gestures, is like, no, that's a stupid idea. But yeah, so she'll probably just like, as frustrated as she is, she'll probably just like do that until the rest of the party convenes. running through just some drills as well, like fighter shit.
Yeah, better shit.
Sword drills in the alley.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, the rest of you wake up a little bit after that. The food right now is a lot of the stuff that would perish fast, so that's why they're eating it first. So things like their fruits and their like really perishable vegetables are being served up first. Meat that they haven't been able to prepare for the journey. So it's actually a lot of richer food. Some of you may not be taking well to it, but you can decide that as an RP moment if you wanted to. But otherwise, what is your plan?
I am going
Well,
to.
it sounds like we should go to Tema.
But the dog was going to.
What we've been told.
Yeah, we were gonna
That's true.
send the doggo up to Tema to try and figure shit out.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
would like to.
Zoe, are you still here? I know your camera's off.
Yes. Am I? What is happening? Can you not hear me?
I
No.
thought you may have dropped.
I can hear her.
What?
Can you?
What?
Yeah.
What?
She's saying
What?
what right now?
Oh, I know.
Oh
I'm
no,
so
I have
sorry,
to
Zoe.
speak
You
through
can't hear.
Mildred now.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I mean,
Wait.
the stream
Oh.
can sort of hear, I guess.
Right now, she's saying Rathgirther's the best character.
Yes.
Tim gives all of her stuff to Rathgirther.
Yeah, no, she's still showing up.
Yeah, I'm-
I'm gonna refresh.
I don't know what
Yeah,
is
give me half a
wrong
second.
with
I'll
all of you.
refresh mine as well. The stream can hear Zoe, so I'm probably messed up. Give me a second.
Yeah, okay, she's there now.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess just
Alright.
refreshing the page. It's just you dropped like a
I
couple
was
minutes
panicking
ago.
and I was yeah, I don't know. I saw that my camera like disappeared on the stream and I just was like, oh, it's probably just a I don't really know what the issue is, but I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna question it. It's probably fine.
There we go.
Ha ha ha.
Except now I'm missing the two others, which are who
Yep.
are probably refreshing.
I'm sure they'll
They
come
left
back
and they're
eventually.
coming back.
Ah, there.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on, but
Hey.
Video having a moment.
Yeah, video just lighting my computer on fire, probably.
Did Elon Musk buy VDO?
Oh my god.
Topical
Okay.
humor.
No, we know that
Um,
if Jackson Hinkle suddenly came on the stream.
oh, yikes.
In 2 months, this will make a lot
Oh,
of
I
sense. for
wish.
people
I
being
wish.
back.
Oh
That would-
no.
Oh, that would make my day.
So anyway, as I
Anyway.
said before I was so rudely interrupted by VDO, I would like to write a note to the people of Tema.
Uh-huh.
What should I say? I should have thought about this during the break and I didn't. I would like to say, hello, Temans. Are you okay?
Maybe tell them about the path that we
we're
quote unquote
we
cleared.
we are going to fight some bandits.
They don't know who we are.
Oh, we are. Do we have a name? Do we have like a group name?
This is the time. This is the moment.
This is the rest of the episode.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes,
Sure.
Chew Crew.
Chew Crew.
Okay.
We are. We are the Chew Crew, friends of Doja Cat.
Oh, we're going with the first. Okay. all
We'll
right.
we'll workshop it. We'll workshop
I mean,
it.
it
No
was
one's gonna
either
say
that
I
or
love it,
Jessica
are we
Rabbit.
not?
I wouldn't have thrown that out if I thought it would be the only choice. To be clear.
Well, I mean, listen, I was waiting for Rathgirther and the somethings.
I think it's great. I
And the
think Chew
interground.
Crew.
They're in the shoe crew.
I think the Chew Crew is fantastic. First of
It
all,
just makes it sound like we eat a lot, though.
no, it's like chew, like the Choo Choo.
It's a double
This
meaning.
is the fantasy
Okay,
chew. You
guys.
know the death chew that you were all on that traumatized you
Uh-huh.
folks at the very beginning of this campaign? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's why we met on a chew. Hence, we're the Chew
Yeah.
Crew.
Listen,
Chew
we'll
Crew.
workshop
Rathgirther
it.
eats
Just write
for
that down for
5.
now.
Yeah,
Train gang
we are
also
the Chew
works because
Crew.
it's like a chain gang, but a train gang. You know, it's. You know.
Train gang.
Train
yeah.
gang is good.
Oh,
Train gang.
I'll put Chew Crew
What
for now.
is
We can always
train?
retcon it. I'm going to say that we're friends of Doja Cat, but whatever his actual name is.
In those words.
In parentheses or whatever his actual name is.
This is Sparks McBarks. He is a good boy. You can pet him if you want. He does not bite unless you're evil. Are you safe? It sent the I know the druid is there. Question mark.
Tell them that they need to evacuate, because didn't he say that like they were prone to not evacuating? Tell them how bad it is.
You should evacuate. The lava is coming, and I'm gonna put some quick equations to prove to them. Yes, the lava is coming. Okay.
Send
Love
back a
Tim
response with the dog.
Yep.
This is the weirdest
yeah,
chain
and
letter they've ever received.
Yeah.
Right? Like and retweet if you agree.
Send this to 15 people
One
and your
like
town will
is-
burn.
One like is one refugee that gets saved.
Retweet.
This
And I
episode's
will-
gonna age really well when the whole site finally
Oh,
collapses.
no.
Yeah, you
Yikes.
close it, you put it on Sparks.
Yep.
Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. So you attach it to Sparks somehow, right?
Yes.
I'm
gonna
imagining
tie it
like,
around his
one
neck.
of those Saint Bernard dogs with like the little contraption around their necks.
Ooh.
I also am
Yeah.
going to send
Like
a
a-
barrel of whiskey.
Yeah, barrel of brandy around the collar.
Yeah, just to make sure. So Sparks, you know because you designed Sparks, but Sparks can move faster than everybody, and also he doesn't tire, so he can basically sprint up the mountain. So it took
He's a
you
good
folks
boy.
about 4 hours to thereabouts, I think, to get up to the mountain pass. He could probably get all the way to Tema in about that time. So by the end of the day, you should have a return answer if Sparks isn't murdered on the way.
What? Nobody would murder him. He's good.
You know there are lava zombies out there.
Yeah,
So,
lava
wait,
zombies.
are you
I mean, he's too
suggesting
fast
that
for that.
everyone who's ever been murdered is evil? Seems like a very controversial statement.
What?
Zoe B canceled live
listen.
on Dungeons and Dragons.
All
Zoe
murder
says she
victims
cares about
deserved it.
murdered people.
Zoe B plays deeply libertarian character on the channel.
Oh.
Well, actually, you know, this is a meritocracy, so if they're not doing well, then they did put that on themselves.
We finished our mansplaining conversation during the break. We moved on.
But yeah,
See what
no,
mansplaining is
And that's the stream. Good job, good D&D,
I'm
everybody.
gonna give Sparks a big kiss on the forehead and send him off. And that's it.
here I go running again.
Aw.
Why does he sound like a man?
Woof, and off Sparks goes into the wild blue yonder.
Weird
is
that he
pretty
makes that
fast.
sound.
You haven't given him like jet engines yet, but like he is pretty fast. So yeah,
Yeah, he activates his turbine.
that's
I
it.
kind of hope that he does the Zoidberg walk now.
Well, all right then. All you know is that the bandits have barricaded the path out towards the east, which leads into the vaguely into the Desserin Hills region.
Let's go kick some bandit ass.
Okie doke.
Vernon's like, yeah, and then just like stays behind everybody else.
Nah, Emery's like in a mood. She is walking, whether or not people are coming behind her.
I guess
Slow
technically
down,
I
I
never
have very
jumped off
small
of
legs.
Raptor back.
Oh, yeah, if you want.
Did you
That
just
is
sleep
an open
there?
invitation to all party members.
Well, it
Anyone needs
wasn't
piggyback,
voluntary.
just
I feel like Rathgurther just forgot that I was there because I'm so light.
so you're saying that she like slept with Vernon on her back and didn't notice. She, like gets up, uses the washroom.
No. This is perfect. Vernon has to become his product. He is a scarf now.
Yes.
To sell the scarf, first you have to be the scarf.
He must become the merchandise.
Yes.
Battle not with scarves, lest you become a scarf.
Don't let the paper say I was angry. That's like slowly into a scarf.
So, given the amount of time you have spent in close proximity to Vernon, you have Rathgirther has a relatively low passive insight check. But it kind of feels like you probably actually didn't. I mean, listen, if it's canon, you guys want to say you guys slept with still snuggling, you can. But
That is not what I said.
yeah, that's right. It was on your back. You just completely
It's like a
filled it in.
backpack. Yeah.
On your backpack.
There was no snuggling.
There's
Vernon
zero
almost died.
affection involved. In order to be affectionate with someone, you'd have to know they're there.
Yeah. Well, you do end up noticing at some point, like probably when he gets off of you. At some point, you realize that like Vernon feels like he's wearing some sort of armor underneath his shirt. It's weird.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna make sure I just check that really quick. Like, oh, what the hell?
Ferdinand's been working
I don't
out.
say that out loud, but yeah, I guess
He's
so.
kind of shredded like a Ninja Turtle. Holy shit.
Vernon, you're just like lifting your shirt to give yourself a check somewhere. You gonna go somewhere private? Or you gonna do it right in front of everybody?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to do it, but he's going to use the washerman check then.
Gotcha. So yeah, you lift up your shirt and you've got the startings of a carapace slowly forming on your skin.
Cool.
That's
Love
not
that.
contagious, is it?
Let's
I
hope
hope
not.
not.
He's got Under Armour.
Yeah, it's not quite to the point we're sponsored by Under Armour.
Not
You didn't think
sponsored.
this was an ad? Surprise!
Surprise! We've
Under
been playing
Armour's
this game
new,
for 11 months.
yeah, Under Armour crab plates now
It's called a
yours.
long com, baby. It's the thing that Vernon's the best at.
Question for Ron.
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
you have any reason to, like, does Vernon have any reason to understand why this is? Because you had a very nonchalant reaction to discovering.
No, I
Terrible.
think he would be more terrified than I'm capable of like letting on, or he'd be more confused probably than I'm able to act out.
Mhm.
I
But
see.
yeah, I think he kind of knows what's happening, but is also like, this is still weird, you know,
Mhm.
it's becoming a hardened shell of a person of some sort.
It's not quite enough to give you extra AC just yet, but it will soon if it keeps going.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna have to take another nap and then I'll be
Crab
good.
cycle? There is one step and it is crab. I don't
Right. Organization. It's reverting
That's
to
what it
crab. Yeah.
revert to
Yes.
crab.
He's going to rejoin the group just like a zombie victim who hasn't told everybody that he's been bitten yet.
Fucking
Right,
Ron.
crab.
You're the
I'm here to
reason we
make
all
the money
die,
and
Ron.
that's it. Yeah.
I thought I was
wait.
special. Ah.
Crabitalism.
Crabitalism? Yes.
That's good.
If we do a burning focused
Crabitalism.
episode, I'm naming it Crabitalism.
Yes.
I accidentally wrote it out as carbitalism. That's a different thing entirely.
That's what
what
Rutgers
they're
is
practicing.
doing.
Story. It's time to explore crabitalism. There is only one step, and it is crab.
So
The
when
crab
are we
make
going to be
profits.
sponsored by Red Lobster?
That would be
There's
That's-
a difference between
that's the
crabs
real
and lobsters.
question.
Come on, Zoe.
Yeah.
that would be the best goal I would have for this sort of a stream is to be sponsored by the weirdest things.
Things that make no sense.
Sponsored by the state of
Under
Maine.
Armour and Red Lobster.
Yeah,
Under Armour,
yeah.
Red Lobster,
Okay,
Dasher.
fine. If
Yeah.
you really care about the distinction between crab and lobster, then let's just be sponsored by the state of Maine.
That's what I just
There
said.
you go.
Did you just say that?
I
I'm
said
sorry.
it real quietly, so I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
people heard
I
it.
didn't
It's
hear
fine.
it.
All right. Yeah. Big
Great
correction that we just said.
Yeah.
Okay, so you folks are off to find bandits, I believe, is the thing that we were going to
The
say. you were
bandits have
gonna
all
do.
become crabs.
Okay. Why don't
Give him the clamps.
who is going to be leading this search in terms of tracking here? It's going to be a survival check.
I'm willing to lead, but my survival check is not great. I'll go ahead and roll for it though, since oh
I've got
no,
a
someone else
+1.
needs to lead.
I'm also rolling, so. Oh, yeah, baby, 22. Natural 20.
Whoa, shit.
Go crab cakes.
That's right. You're
It's
using
great to
your
put the warlock out in front.
superior crab nose. You can you easily
I smell
sniff
with
out.
my eyes.
That's right. You easily smell where the bandits are. And let's see here. So that's a very high roll. So what's going to happen is let's go over here. Let me change over here. I didn't actually think that you'd encounter these folks today. Here we are.
Because you thought we were going to go to Tema, didn't you?
Nope, I actually thought you were going to go and do the rest of the little things that were closer to the Vasso village, but that is why a DM always prepares.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, the guy was like, we can't get out of town and the volcano's gonna explode. What do we do?
It's just gonna be a quick stab and grab and run away, and then we'll get the rest of the cows and stuff. You
Stab
know,
and
whatever else
grab and
we're doing.
crab.
Stab and crab. Yeah, that's gonna be my nickname, the stab and grab and crab.
It's the Three
All right.
Stooges.
Stabby, grabby, and crabby. Yeah.
Well, Vernon's crabby. Who are the other two? Can I be stabby?
Stabby, and I think Emery would be crabby because she's the most grumpy.
I think
Well,
I'm
yeah, but
grabby for sure. I've been grabbing a lot of people today, mostly Vernon.
Yeah,
I'm the Death Blender. I did so much damage last time.
that is true.
What is that? Gotta come up with more. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
I forgot about all the ash clouds, so I'm gonna just do this. There we go. Okay. So the serious music has kicked in.
Cool.
Absolutely. Because of your good roll, Vernon, you were able to skirt around some of the upper hills and take you folks on a route that the bandits weren't easily able to just kind of, like, they weren't really watching. They were watching mostly the road and maybe a little bit off to the side, etc., etc. You come through a small spur of trees and to an area where all the trees have been cut down. And there is a little bit of lava flow from one of the southern flows that has just kind of spread out all the way to here. It's very slow at this point. It's almost negligible in terms of how it's moving. It's probably going to dry where it is. But ahead of you, you see the barricades, and they're very hastily built, but you can see it's manned by at least 10 individuals with a very big bugbear at their head. And they're just kind of milling around, but basically from like, you can see like arrows just sticking out of the ground at regular places. You can see that they've basically been shooting at anybody who comes their way. What would you all like to do? They definitely haven't noticed you yet.
We could try.
Is there? Go ahead.
Oh, you go.
Is there any way I can trick them to running into the lava? Because I do have a thaumaturgy, and I feel like the ability to cause flames to flicker, brighten, or dim. I could potentially try to make the lava seem like it's dried, and then, I don't know, somebody else could cause them to run away towards it, and then they
Maybe.
catch on
I mean,
fire. Probably not the most solid plan.
I could goad them with a vicious mockery.
that's true.
Ah.
It depends on what you're doing. The lava thaumaturgy works on fire very specifically. Lava is while hot, it is not
Different.
fire. Last time I checked with a scientist, I'm not certain. Any scientists in chat, sign off. Just
Now, well, on the subject of fire, I have Firebolt, which has a range
True.
of 120 feet, and so I could just send that out, try to set their barricade on fire, and you can make it look worse than it actually is, and we freak them out.
So,
Oh,
okay.
that's true. That's true.
I have my invisibility circlet.
Ooh.
So that means that I can put it on, become invisible, and then sneak up and do anything like up closer to them. For instance, I was thinking about Tasha's Caustic Brew, which is the one that is the like line of poison acid.
Ooh. Ooh.
They are all
Uh,
standing in a line, relatively.
They sure are.
Acid.
It is only a 30-foot long line, so. But
I mean,
I could also
I'm
also
counting.
do grease, and grease is very flammable. So they would fall down, and then you could set it on fire, and they would all be on fire on the ground.
That could
That
work.
is a lot of fun.
I could also do both of those things because spell slots.
I think
All
this is
right.
such a good ass Home Alone style plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I can
There's-
do any of those things.
the trick is going to be the order of operations here, because they're standing in a line right now, so using the caustic brew thing first would probably be a good idea. So 30 feet would get like everybody on one side or the other. So is grease like a visible spell?
It is. Also, it would make you lose invisibility because you would have cast it on a spell.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Well, the
That's fine, I can
the
just run
invisibility
away.
is the circlet, it's not the spell.
Oh yeah, but when you take an action, when you take an aggressive action at all, it would be yeah.
Well, would casting grease be considered an if she casts it like, what's the button to like here, like kind of in the gap where if they were gonna charge at us, they would like come through here probably, right?
True.
Like along the trail.
Yeah.
If she cast it here, not like at one of the dudes, but if she cast it up here, would that be considered a violent action? Would that end the invisibility?
If it
I'm
didn't hit
nitpicking
anybody,
here,
I'd
but-
say not. Yeah.
Because we could do that, set it up, and then maybe use the caustic brew on like these punks or these punks, try to like push them through, and then when they slip on it, then I can set the grease on fire.
That's true.
I think that I'll only realistically be able to cast the caustic brew once,
Yeah,
so I need to pick a side.
yeah.
Get in
That
a
was-
lane, you know?
I'm thinking about the right hand or the right hand side.
Yeah, use
Because-
if you hit M on Tailspire, it'll bring up the little.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
over here, because that gets me 5 people. So I will cast. This is not me saying. This is we're talking about the plan here. The plan is that I will cast grease in like this area here. Hope that they don't freak out about that. Because it is a slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they don't like, whoa, it's suddenly grease. And then
I have an
turn
idea.
invisible and then run up there and do caustic brew. What is your idea?
Vernon, you said you had like thaumaturgy or something, right? Could you make a sound?
I sure do.
Could you make a sound behind them to distract them when we cast grease, so they maybe don't notice?
Yeah, so I was thinking I might even do like a voice trick thing where I like pretend that I'm God and I'm talking to them, because I have one that makes my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal
Yeah.
for 1 minute.
For these extremely religious bandits.
Yes. They will be religious after this. Also, I could cause harmless tremors in the ground, which I know that
That
there's like a
could
lot of
work.
stuff going on.
That
Mhm.
could be
Um,
fun if we make them think that the volcano's gonna erupt.
Or like grease
Yeah.
is coming out of the ground.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
we
crap.
make the grease come out of the ground.
Texas
I'll
Tea.
set it on fire. They think that you do the tremors. They
Mhm.
think that the volcano's going off right in front of them, and they just fucking peace out.
That is true. Bandits are not known for having great what's the word here, geologic knowledge. So they could think that volcanoes will just pop up right in front of them.
I mean, to be
some
fair,
band in
these
the
are
back's like,
probably-
hey, I didn't go to college just for you to dissuade me from.
my BS in geology.
Yeah, there's a reason why they call it a BS. It's bullshit.
But yeah, I think that could work.
Sure.
Otherwise, I have a whole bunch of other things. So, but yeah, I think that's a
Well,
good
because
idea.
I also have like my tinkering thing, so I could like, take a rock and have some kind of effect, either light or a sound or a smell or a static visual effect
So you could potentially make it look like the mountain emerging from beneath them. That might be a little bit much, but
I think what we need to figure out is what the approximate goal here is. Are we trying to chase them off, or are we trying to kill all of them?
Tim Tam wants to chase them off. Zoe wants to kill them.
I feel like if we chase them off,
Fighting is fun.
The problem is that, like, if we chase them off, they're probably just going to come back as soon as we leave.
But another thing is too that if I'm wondering if the lava doesn't have anything to do with them turning into lava zombies, like maybe the lava is magically imbued or something to that effect. So if we like kill them and then the lava goes over them, even if it doesn't go very much further, it could still go over a couple of them, and then they would come back later and cause us even more headache.
Well, do you think
if the lava takes over the path, then we won't be able to use the path anyway.
That's true.
That's a valid point.
So I guess when we think it through, there's actually no good reason to do this.
Maybe we should have just gone to Tema.
We turn around and go back the other way.
Nah.
How many of them are there?
12?
5, 10, 11, including the bugbear chieftain.
That is probably too many to fight fair.
Also, you can't like see any like camping supplies here, so it's likely they have a camp somewhere nearby, which may have more bandits.
That is true, and most likely somebody would run off to alert them. I would assume.
Yeah. So what they said back in town is that they were letting people through if they paid a toll. So they're not going to kill us as soon as we show ourselves, because they want our probably not. As
Yeah,
if
but
we're
I don't
not
want to give them our money.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're going to start shooting at us as soon as we show ourselves.
Yeah.
It seems like that's not the. It seems like
Maybe warning shots.
Warning shots, sure, but
I could try to sell them some scarves and to convince them that they're very valuable and that they could go and sell these in town and make even more money than they could just by standing here guard.
invest in Vernon coin.
Yes. I felt like we did. Crab coin would probably be more like it.
We could get the Doge on board. I think we could have a real successful cryptocurrency.
He wants to go to the moon, I hear.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's gonna go to the moon. So like maybe we could try that as like a plan A and then like murder them as a plan B.
Well, if the plan is to murder them, I don't
off.
like the idea of showing ourselves right away.
That's
Yeah.
We could set their barricade on fire as an example. Just say fuck your barricade and maybe they'll freak out and leave. And then we can follow them back to their base and see where their base is holed up.
Yeah, you know, with there being a volcano, it's entirely possible that fireball could have come from the volcano.
Yeah, could do that. I mean, it's fire bolts, not fireball, so it's not a lot, but...
My bad. But it's
if
still
I had
gonna come from the
fireball, I would
volcano.
have used it already. I'm not sure if I can use that. I'm not sure if I ever learned that spell, but...
Probably sometime around level 6 or so.
Later, yeah. Not right now, though. I only have first level spells at the moment, and one second level spell that has nothing to do with my class. It has to do with my tieflingness, but... I mean, we could still try it. We could firebolt. We could use grease beforehand, like kind of underneath their barricade, set it on fire, make them just think that maybe the spark came from the volcano and that the fire is creeping closer to them. Vernon, you said that you can make... If I cast Firebolt, would you be able to use your thaumaturgy thing on the Firebolt to make it look like a ball of, like, just a bigger ball of fire that may be coming from the volcano?
It says it's just a verbal thing, so I guess I could possibly do that. I just have to be within 30 feet by the looks of it. So I would have to be close. Maybe if I go up and I start to do my pitch or like start to give them money and then it starts shaking all around.
Well, I was thinking maybe do you have to be within 30 feet the entire time?
Oh, I don't know about that.
'Cause I was thinking maybe you just come with me over to closer to the lava, and then just kind of stealthily like yeet it towards them.
I could also disguise myself as a bandit because I
Is
have
that
that ability.
is that a cantrip for you?
Disguise self actually is
Or-
like one of the things that's built in for me. Yeah.
Well, I was asking about thaumaturgy because that's a cantrip, isn't it?
Oh,
I heard it's a cantrip.
It is a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Because
Yes.
firebolt is also a cantrip. We could literally just try it, like
Okay.
on some grass or something.
Sure. I'm good with that.
You gonna like test fire, see if this whole plan will work?
Yeah.
Look at this bush over here. Let's give it a try.
Okay, well, if you're gonna
we-
try
we
it, I'm
can-
gonna
then we
need
use
at
the
least
other-
a stealth check from you two.
You know what? If we did that and then we used thaumaturgy and then I made the bush talk, then we could do the whole biblical thing to him.
No.
There's a bush like right next to them.
It could work. You never know.
Oh my god.
Stop cutting down, my brethren, the trees.
How could you do
No,
this
I'm good
to
with
me?
testing it out though. Yes.
Maybe we could like creep over to like some of the bushes closer to the lava, and then we just do a just like a little test. Make it just
Yeah.
oh yeah, the volcano did that.
Obviously.
All
'Cause,
right.
well, let's see.
Yeah.
Because
You
if
just
we go
creep,
over to
creep,
like
creep,
here,
creepy, sneaky over here.
then that's not really the.
That's true. It's
Yes,
hard.
no.
You gotta break into
Whoa.
open ground for a little bit. Why don't you both give me a stealth check if you're gonna do this?
Oh boy,
Okay, good call.
we're committing. We're making rolls.
It's all right. I have faith in you.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 1 is a 21.
I
We're
am-
volcanologists, we swear.
That's pretty good.
I got a 16.
That's not bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
a couple of
Yeah, they don't
stealthy
notice you.
motherfuckers.
Good job.
Hang on,
Okay,
hang on. I
you
got a
end
sound
up-
effect.
Nice and close enough to this bush. It's a little toastier over here.
Yeah, it's a little bit toasty, but you know,
The
we
smell
made
of
our way
cooked
over.
crab starts wafting through the air for some reason.
Mm.
Why do you
No,
smell,
Redgirther, no.
Why do you,
Get hungry and go
why do you
back
smell
to
like a
base.
restaurant?
The
I
Chew
don't
Crew
know,
refers to us nomming on each other
It's like
when the
it's like,
going
dude, what
gets
col-
rough.
what fucking
Yes.
cologne smells like cooked seafood?
Look, it's you find it in Waterdeep, okay? It's just
I've
it's my
lived in
preferred
Waterdeep
thing,
most
you
of my life. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
You have to go in deeper
Well-
water than that.
know? Yeah. It's believe
Seriously,
me,
did
it's
you, like,
very
have a
very popular.
crab? Seriously, did you like have a crab buffet? I didn't see that on the table.
Well, you know, I did
It, like,
kind of
really
accidentally sleep under
smells.
Rathgirther, so you
Oh,
know,
okay.
after that big feast, and she stuffed a whole bunch of it in her backpack, and
Yeah,
it
that's
just
gross.
kind of rubbed all over
Yeah,
me. It's
I'm-
weird.
Yeah,
Hand
I
over
was
your
just
mouth.
going into
Hand over Vernon's mouth. Like, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear any more about that. Just.
Now I got the image of Redgirther completely forgetting that you're on her back and her just like grabbing food from the buffet the night before and just stuffing it back there. She's like, I'll just stuff it in my backpack. And then you go, oh god. And
My
then there's just like a
pockets.
whole pie under your shirt.
And then fell asleep on it.
Yeah, that's
Oh
not gonna
god,
keep.
it's so messy. How did we do the stealth check here?
I know, right? Okay, you two. Let's. Yeah, are you going to test this, or are you going to go straight for it?
I'm testing it, but I'm testing
I
it,
think
but
so,
I'm
too.
still because like if firebolt if we aim for like hypothetically like this bundle of boulders here.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean that should be within the range of the firebolt for sure.
yeah, firebolt's 120 feet. I mean, like
Yeah.
we could go ahead and aim it and just see if Vernon's thing works. And if it catches
Sure.
fire, then it catches fire, and that's fine. They'll think the volcano did it.
Do you want me to cast Grease at the moment that you cast Firebolt so that it
What's the range on that?
60 feet, so I could get up here behind some of these
Let me
timbers.
test this first. Let's see how they react to this.
Yeah, that's like exactly 60 feet.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, what I worry is if you try and get closer, they're gonna see you and start shooting shit at you.
Little.
They'll never see you.
I'm little and sneaky.
coming.
I do also have Toll of the Dead, or Toll the Dead rather. So
What does that do?
Toll of the Dead You point at one creature you see within range, which is 60 feet, and the sound of dolorous bells fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or else take 1d8 necrotic damage. And if it's missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 of necrotic damage.
Save that for when they're actually hurting, maybe.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Let's try the firebolt thing. Let's see what it does. Let's fuck with them a little bit.
And I am not doing grease.
Yeah, wait, hold on to that. Okay. That's a spell slot, right?
Yeah, but I have 3 of those.
Well, hold on to it.
Okay.
You have 3 whole spell slots.
It's hard because it's greasy. It could slip out of my hand.
All right, well. Okay, I'm lighting up the fire in my hand.
All right. Go ahead and give me a spell. Just cast your firebolt. Give me a roll.
Firebolt. 21.
21, not bad.
Nice.
You go ahead and you attack basically. Let's see here. I wonder if I can do this.
Yeah, because I was gonna look at I was just kind of aiming towards these logs because those are probably the closest.
Yeah, it's not exactly hitting him, but it's close enough.
Woo!
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Oh, did you know that could happen? I bet you didn't.
No.
I didn't. You've never done it before.
So you all you gotta do is right click on the thing you want to attack and then hit the attacks. So you move out and you hit it and it hits the side of the trunks pretty easily. Vernon, as you cast thaumaturgy to make it brighter, it definitely brightens the little ball of fire for about the 30 feet or so. And as soon as it passes your range, it starts to gutter and turn more into a regular firebolt. The effect, however, makes it look a lot more like it did come from a more active fire source. So nobody really is any the wiser. They immediately, obviously, check what's going on. And then one of them ribs their buddy and they go pick up what looks like a bunch of prepared buckets of water that they have. And they put out the fire very quickly.
You know what you can't put out with fire, or with water? A grease fire.
Grease fire.
Grease
light. For Thanksgiving, everybody. Grease Fire Awareness Day is here.
Yeah, if you've still got a grease fire burning from yesterday, then...
That could be a lot of fun,
some
though,
water on
because
that.
if we cast grease and they don't immediately recognize that it's a grease fire, because why would it be a grease fire?
Yeah.
They pour water on it, that shit's gonna fucking explode.
Does that work with grease? Could we? Is that in
I mean,
universe?
I would assume so. DM.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm a man of physics.
I've never played with grease a lot, so I'm into this. Okay.
Okay. Should we I imagine we probably can't hand signal this. Should we
We can try.
Yeah, you can just give her a thumbs up, and I assume just let history take its course.
My arms don't move, but just imagine just doing grease. Go.
All right, I will sneak up to this uppermost.
Are you invisible or not?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I should be.
Okay.
I should do that.
You should do that.
It's gonna go away when I cast grease, but I'd rather have it now.
I thought we just said that if it doesn't if you cast a spell that's not hostile to them, if you just cast it on their barricade, right around here or so.
Oh, am I doing it there? I thought I was doing it on those logs because I don't think that I can reach that barricade from here. Well,
60
no,
feet.
I can. Yeah, I can.
The question is if it's just out of your range, you'd have to come out into the open a little bit or into the bush.
I'll just.
Well, I could also do it
I'm on
closer
top of it.
here.
Yeah. That's fine with me.
You can do that.
Okay, why don't you give me a stealth check with advantage then, Zoe? And anyone else who wants to sneak up with her, just give me a regular stealth check.
Oh, I'm glad it was
I mean
advantage.
the bushies.
17.
Oh no, I really am in the bush. Can't see me. Where'd I go? Oh god, Emery has been consumed.
I think Mal is gonna go with Zoe because Zoe doesn't have sparks. So
Oh, that's true. Oh,
I'm gonna go with her just in
for it.
case. So
You have expertise
I
on
need
that, so.
stealth check.
Now, can I ask a question really quick? If Emery is inside of the bush and she casts firebolt, would that catch the bush on fire? because that could be bad.
I'm gonna have to roll for it.
Well, I'm not trying to be so in the bush. I'm trying
Yes.
actively to get myself out of it right now. I can't click on myself. I'm being consumed.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on, I got this.
Help! There I am. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I want to just be like kind of at an angle where I can like
Okay.
throw it not through
Yeah.
the bush, but just like
Why don't
I
you
do not want
also-
to be consumed.
Why don't you also give me a stealth check again then, considering
Okay.
with advantage because you're in the bush.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20, by the way.
Well, the first
Go.
one's an 8. The second one's a 10.
Oh,
no.
no.
11.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Can I give away my inspiration dice that the
You
the
can.
group gave me earlier
You
on?
can at any
Okay, I'm
point
gonna give you my
away your
inspiration
dice. So you can roll it again, Emery, if you want.
Oh, sick. Okay. Third tries the charm. It's an 11.
That's better.
Hey!
I wasted all my good rolls on the last fight.
Okay. So Rathgirther, what are you doing in all this?
Rathgirther's not particularly stealthy. She does have her singlet or ringlet as well, or whatever the friggin'
Circlet.
Circlet. yeah.
circlet thing. Yeah. But I think she would just be like in the tall grass, waiting to jump out and
And
Do
rush.
Come
Yeah.
do a big clobber.
Okay. Yeah, so if you don't want to move anywhere, then you don't have to make a stealth check. You can just remain where you are and they won't see you.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to get closer, though.
Oh, gotcha. That's going to take a stealth check, although way back there, if you're going to stay a little bit farther back than anyone else, it won't be as dangerous.
Right. So I've got, what's my movement speed? I've got 30 feet of movement. I would like to be within dashing distance.
Dashing distance of their line specifically?
Yeah.
Let's say right here.
So 60 feet.
You'll need to be actually roughly where Tim and Maldris are.
Okay.
So you'll just have to give me a big old stealth check and we'll see what's up. If you want to make sure, you can give yourself advantage by using the circlet, but that's it.
Nah, I don't think she would do that right now.
Even after seeing Tim use hers?
All right. Yeah. I guess I have to do the smart thing.
Tim is smart. You know that she's.
You don't have to. You feel like she wouldn't.
22.
22. Yes, you were like the
Yo.
wind. Yeah, I'll move you up a little bit there. You should be within 60-ish there now. I just double check.
Everyone's wondering, where are all those food smells coming from? All that pie and real fruit gushers.
It smells like real food gestures. Yeah. Well, all right. It all goes off. Where are you casting your grease? At the middle of the barricade here?
Probably in like this kind of area.
Okay.
Like this corner, maybe between like the cart and the spiky.
Like here. Does that look good?
Maybe slightly further to the left. Not that we'd need like that pinpoint precision, but
To the left, eh? Somewhere. a
no,
little
the
bit
other
more like
direction.
here.
The other left.
Oh, the other
other
left,
left.
because
Yeah.
I am like
Yeah,
here.
like right there.
Yeah. 10 feet. Bonk. Lock that down. There we go. So you let off grease. All of a sudden, it just splashes all over the place. However you want to cast that.
I throw a bottle of grease and it smashes on the ground.
Okay.
And just
Smash.
kind of simultaneously, me and Vernon doing the 1-2 firebolt thing.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And this big firebolt erupts. Let me. Where is my big fire? Hello, fire. Look at all the
Ooh,
fire.
and go.
The bandits are like, oh no, the olive oil.
God.
The bandits are all from here, so yeah, they absolutely would.
Oh, I'm glad they're keeping things local, you know.
Yeah, of course.
They're
You don't
keeping-
want to
they're keeping all
outsource.
those yeah,
Yeah.
keeping all the
okay.
money inside the community.
Okay, let me just double check that I can remove that now. Okay, fire goes off. Panic begins. and the bandits are starting to move to put water on it. And as they do so, before their chief spots the issue and yells at them to stop, he dives for cover as a larger explosion radius happens. Boom, 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 boom. These guys are on fire immediately.
Yay!
On fire bandits is the idea.
Should have
And-
used baking soda.
Or a fire blanket.
I'm just gonna say those guys are
Or
probably
sand.
dead. However, one very keen-eyed bandit on the side spotted Emery as she threw her firebolt and raises the alarm.
Oh no.
And we are going to head into initiative next episode.
Boy.
Ah!
Well, you know what?
All
Next
right.
time we're playing like I think right after Christmas. Gonna
It
be
is the
just
Yeah,
like
sounds
30th. Yeah.
roasty, toasty bandits on an
Yeah.
open fire.
Bandits roasting.
On an open fire.
Yeah,
I
the
think
next
we'll
episode
probably
is
make
indeed the
these sweeping
30th.
Red Baron style, you know?
I think it's very
Sweepy Christmas,
appropriate
yeah.
that. I think it's very appropriate. We were just talking about like this being a very Home Alone plan, and now we suddenly have the greasy bandits.
Greasy and Fuego bandits. Dead bandits.
That's right.
Yeah.
So everybody, we are going to take a very quick 5 to 10 minute break, and then we are going to come back for the couch, and we're gonna do ourselves a little bit of a question period here, an AMA, if you will. Save your questions for when we come back. We will be right back